Yo, Kingdom Blessings fam. Pray y'all doing real good. Check this out. When God tells you to flee fornication, God is not telling you because He does not want you to enjoy that beautiful, beautiful pleasure. Okay? Let's be real here. We all love sex. I think I love it more than y'all do, just to be honest, because it's amazing. However, sex without a covenant is dangerous and it's detrimental and it opens up the door to demons. We've all heard it, but we minimize it. But no, you are really giving Satan access into your life when you're having sex without it being honored before God. And when I tell you what comes along with it, them 5 good old minutes, 10 minutes, sometimes an hour, is not worth the demonic influence, the demonic oppression that's about to come into your life, that's about to hit you like a ton of bricks that you don't even think about or aren't aware of. Sometimes we wonder why things are happening in our lives. And yes, we do suffer for righteousness' sake. I mean, of course, the word says that. But a lot of things that we're going through, a lot of doors that have not been opened yet, is because our legs are open. All right? Your legs open, doors are closed. You feel me? For men, you know what that looks like. You know what I'm saying? From the other end of the spectrum. But sexual fornication opens up the doors. Demons, bruh. That's one of the quickest ways for a demon to get access to you and act your life. And the thing about it is, them demons not just gonna come for you. Them demons coming for your kids too. You know why? Because you're supposed to be the one that's covering them. You're supposed to be the one that's keeping them prayed up. You're supposed to be the one that's living righteous so that you can fight the devil. But how you gonna fight the devil when you're in agreement with him? How? You can't make it make sense. The word of God says flee fornication. Do you know why God is telling us that? He's telling us that for a reason. Because he knows that fornication opens up the gateway and the doors to hell. Bruh, those soul ties, them soul ties is real. That's why you be like a fiend. Them soul ties, oh, they indeed exist. And to close them doors and to sever those soul ties, you have to pray. You have to fast. You got to cut it off. And the thing about a demon, the desire and the pull, it hits so different. It's almost like uncontrollable because you know that it's wrong. You don't want to do it. However, whatever has been deposited inside of you from that sex, it's almost as if it chains you because it went inside of you or on top of you. So once it's deposited inside of you, and no, I'm not talking about no sperm. Okay. Yeah, get deposited too, but I'm talking about those spirits. That's why when you start dealing with a person, you ever notice you start talking like them, you pick up their habits within like a certain period of time. Even sometimes you don't even be drinking, you don't be smoking, none of that. And then next thing you know, you start to do that. You know why? Because those evil spirits that are attached to them, they begin to attach to you. That's why the devil always wants to use fornication as an open door to make the believer fall. And it doesn't take long because as soon as you fall into fornication, you fall into the flesh. And we cannot please God in the flesh. When you start to get in the cycle of fornication, it opens up the door for the spirit of lust. Once the spirit of lust and perversion comes in, then your thoughts start to become dirty. Your thoughts start to become perverted. And then next thing you know, you having dreams about sex. And you ain't having sex with that person, them demons pulling up on you in your sleep. Incubus and succubus spirits pulling up on you while you sleep. Marine spirits pulling up on you in your sleep. And now you got covenants, contracts, and agreements in the spirit realm because of what you did in the physical realm. You not only giving them demon access to you, but they also coming for your kids as well. Now, in most cases, and I mean some cases, yeah, you got the both parents covering the kids, but you're the one that's responsible, if you listening to this, for ensuring that you're covering your kids in prayer and you living righteous to keep the enemy out. Okay? But when you fall into fornication, you're giving the enemy access into your life and access into your children's lives. That's why things start to shift in your home. That's why behaviors start to change. And most times you don't notice this until you actually come out of that thing. All right? So I'm just letting you know. Sex is a very beautiful thing, but it opens up the door to the devil. Flee fornication and run. I don't care how good it feels. I don't care how good it feels. The devil gonna make it feel good. He gonna make it feel great. And the thing is, when you solid in your journey, the devil ain't gonna send you nobody, females, that ain't swinging and hanging. Fellas, if you solid in your journey, the devil ain't about to send you nothing that ain't mac and cheesing. All right. So flee fornication. Joseph had to run. You gotta run because your call not worth it. We too close to the end. Your purpose not worth it. Your salvation not worth it. You don't know. Sometimes when we go in them things, sometimes we make it out. Sometimes we don't. We can't afford to risk it. Flee fornication. Wait on God. Because when I tell you at the end of the day, it's worth it. It's worth it. God knows the desires of your heart. But you have to discipline your flesh. You have to buffet your flesh. And you just got to get through the day. Yes, it's going to be hard at first because that thing going to be calling you. But Christ is calling you. And that call is that eternal call. And that's more important than anything else in this whole wide world. I love y'all. All right? No doubt. But you got to come out. Flee fornication. I love y'all. I'm out.